Welcome back. Now, Nuvama Private has announced the launch of its operations in the Dubai International Financial Center, and they also have plans to expand their business to Singapore in the next quarter. Now, Alok Saigal of Nuvama is joining us now to discuss this further. Alok, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. But first up, would like to ask you about the rationale behind expanding into the Dubai market. What are your expectations from this move? And if you can also couple that up with telling us how big is this private business as of now and what rate is it growing at?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. Let me start with a quick background on the Nuvama Private business. So today overall, and we recently reported our results. So Nuvama Private overall AUM is now 1,90,000 crores, and Nuvama Group AUM is closer to now 4 lakh crores, making us one of the largest wealth managers in India today. And one of the recent trends that we have been witnessing is that Indian families are looking to for diversification, set up a base outside India. And two favorable destinations that Indians are preferring. One is Dubai, and the other is Singapore. And there is also a very large interest that is coming from global Indians, NRIs, who want to participate in the India growth story. So we being India specialists, we want to offer India solutions to this diverse set of clients. And therefore, Dubai and Singapore both offer us great destinations. We've gone live in the IFC with a Category 3C license, which allows us a full wealth management operations in Dubai. And similarly, in Singapore, we received the wealth management license. We've become operational in Dubai. We have now a team in Dubai. Our office is in place and we're ready for business. Singapore, we should be ready by the end of next quarter, and hiring is going on there.
Alok, congratulations on that. Just getting some numbers in. You said the AUM is about 1.9 lakh crore. When you reported your Q1 numbers, Nuvama Private reported a revenue 131 crore rupees, a growth of about 11%. How large is the India private wealth market, and what would your market share be?
So if you see, there is data which is reported in terms of the number of HNIs, ultra HNIs, and we can keep on talking about that. But roughly, if you see the overall HNI wealth in India is, as per various reports, which are in public domain, is between 1,70,000 crores to 170 lakh crores to around 200 lakh crores. Is the overall HNI, ultra HNI wealth in India. That is the rough size of the market. And today, if you see, the entire wealth management industry is managing close to, roughly 15 to 20% of this business. So the organized wealth of this pool is only 15 to 20%. And of that organized wealth, we are amongst the top players. So the size of the opportunity in India and the growth that is happening in India today, both through new entrepreneurs coming on board, existing entrepreneurs, some of them exiting their businesses, and new capital coming in. This market itself is growing at a compounded rate of 15 to 20%. And that is where the size of the opportunity makes it very large. And for the larger players or all established players, actually the macro opportunity is very, very large. So that is something that, I would look at that. I would look at it from that lens.
So Alok, with this expansion in Dubai today and eventually even Singapore, where you are planning to set up shop, what would your total addressable market increase to? Do you have some, when you set up a shop somewhere, you would have certain internal estimates of the kind of growth you will be able to achieve, the penetration. Can you share some of that working behind this move?
So I'll give you one small data point. If I look at the entire, just the GCC population, when I say the GCC, it's the Middle East population, has 3.2 million addressable NRIs for us. And that population today, as per our estimates and as per our own internal research, today does not have too much access to Indian ideas and Indian products, because a lot of these people have moved there 30 years, 40 years ago, and maybe 20 years ago. So while they still hold, because in GCC you don't get the local passports, they still hold Indian passports, but their connection to India is actually just the travel. And this population is looking at a very serious now opportunities to put money in India. And with the opening of the GIFT City allows us to have manufacturing at the GIFT City level, which we can offer them products and ideas to this population. So first question is, there's 3.2 million NRIs. The second bifurcation of that is that if I look at the ultra HNIs and, the family offices based in the GCC region, there is at least, as per our research, there is a number of 1,500 to 2,000 absolutely large ultra HNI base that is there. And we estimate that the entire international business for us over the next 3 to 4 years should start contributing at least 20 to 25% of both revenue and PAT. We feel that the PAT contribution will be higher from offshore because one, while the costs are higher there, the actual margins available also in offshore are higher. So that will actually balance out the cost. And we are confident of at least a 20-25% top line growth from the offshore business for us.
As you mentioned ultra HNIs, Alok, would your target market only be ultra HNIs or the NRIs or the persons of Indian origin, or you'd be targeting those of other nationalities as well? And what about the product suite? How is that going to look like?
So I'll address the target market first. We will look at NRIs, people of Indian origin, HNIs and ultra HNIs. So you have a large, significant expat CXO population there, which is also somebody who are professionals there. So private equity managers, entrepreneurs also are somebody we want to target. And then there are obviously the HNIs and ultra HNIs and family offices. So that is something that we want to target. And the product suite is obviously, we are tying up with the local banks there in terms of the dollar ideas and dollar products. But the other idea is that we also are beginning to offer them India alternatives, India strategies, both public markets and private markets, both in rupee and dollar. Because, rupee, obviously, we have the entire product suite ready in India, and that is just business as usual for us. But also we are building out a very strong dollar platform. We've already launched 2 ideas on the dollar side from Nuvama Asset Management. One is a long-short strategy on Indian markets, and the other is a pre-IPO private equity strategy that we have launched. So we have started with 2 strategies. We intend to also do real estate and credit strategies going forward, because we are seeing a lot of demand for these sort of opportunities in global markets as well, especially investing in India for these opportunities. So that is our day 1 product suite. And but day 2, as you rightly asked, that are we looking at other nationalities? The answer is yes, because as we are starting to operate and we are also hiring bankers, a lot of these bankers have clients from who are Emirati or locals, and they're also seeking to invest in India. We've in fact been approached by certain family offices of the GCC region who want to work with us and partner in accessing India. And we are seeing that also as a large opportunity. And that is something that progressively we will build at. But our day one plan is NRIs and Indians. And this is our, step 2 or day 2 strategy, if I can say that.
Alok, we leave the conversation here for now. July mutual fund data numbers are out. It looks like another month of stable equity inflows. 37,000 crore of equity inflows in the month of July versus 40,000 in the month of June. The breakup is also available for you on your screen. Largely steady. July was lots of events that the markets were grappling with. We'll slip into a very short break. We'll come back and analyze these numbers in greater detail.